Hello everyone, welcome to Metabolic Conditioning. Happy Friday, I'm Katelyn. Today for weights, you will want a medium to lighter set of dumbbells, something you can use for like an Arnold Press or a Tricep kickback. And then you will also want either one heavier dumbbell, so I have a 30-pound, or you can grab a set of heavier dumbbells. We are on phase 9, week 2, and we are doing upper push, lower pull. Just like the focus for the last few weeks, we are focusing on cardiovascular endurance, really pushing that and really pushing hard during our EST. Just a little announcement, next week will be our last week that this class is hosted on Tuesdays and Fridays. After that, it's just going to be on Fridays. So after Labor Day, it'll just be Fridays. If you want to do the class on Tuesday, just take a recording. We'll have that full new schedule, so check it out. We are starting in our pillar prep in a plank position. So find that core engagement right away. You're going to push back into a downward dog, and then back to that plank. Just going back and forth, a few reps here. Feeling that nice stretch through your calves and hamstrings, movement through your shoulders. Really nice. There's 3, 2, and 1. Perfect. Flipping over on your back. We're just going to go into some glute bridges. Pushing your heels down into the ground, hips up. Just go for about 10 reps here. Finding that glute engagement. Feeling that nice strong engagement through your core as well. There's 3, 2, 1. Perfect. Extend your left leg. Right leg comes up in the air. We'll drop it across our body. Stack your hips. Both shoulder blades touch the ground. Going into a reverse scorpion. And then we'll switch on over to the other side. Getting that nice spinal stretch through your low back before we get started. Do one more each side. And good. Okay, we are moving into our movement prep. So we are going to start again in a plank position. These are Spider-Men. So we're going to lift our right leg, bring it on the outside of our right hand, step back. Left foot on the outside of our left hand, step back. Back and forth about 20 seconds. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1. We're on. Step it out. And to the other side. So keep your core engaged the whole time. Just trying to get some movement through your hips here. Nice. There's 3, 2, and 1. Perfect. Standing up. We're going into a knee hug to a reverse lunge. So we'll do a knee hug, and then same side, we'll step back into a reverse lunge. In 3, 2, 1. Good. Knee hug, step back. So you're going to alternate side to side here. Good. Last rep. And perfect. Next, we're going into a single leg RDL. Finding that balance on one leg. Take back, hold, come back up. Okay. Work on balance just like me. Okay, in 3, 2, 1. So just pick one side to stay on right now. We'll switch halfway through. Good. So switching over to that other side. Again, working on your balance. Take these reps nice and slow. There's 3, 2, 1. Okay. We're going into some base rotation. So one foot's forward, one's back, rotating at your hips, side to side here. Okay. 3, 2, 1. This one can be a little quicker, starting to get that heart rate up. Ready to work today. Good. Nice athletic stance. Let's go a little faster. Here's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. Grab a quick drink if you need it. We're going through that one more time. Okay, we're starting in that Spider-Man exercise plank position. In 3, 2, 1. We're on round 2. Final round for this movement prep. We're moving right into ESD after this. So really working on getting your body warmed up, ready to go, and heart rate up. Good. One more rep each side. There's 3, 2, 1. Perfect. Standing up, we're doing that knee hug to reverse lunge. In 3, 2, 1. Good. Knee hug. Step back into your reverse lunge. Switch sides. Focusing on finding that balance at the bottom. Knee hovers about a half an inch off the ground. So one more rep each side. And perfect. Okay, we're going to our single leg RDLs. Probably about 3 or 4 reps on each side here. In 3, 2, 1, we're on. Again, second time, trying to focus on our balance. One more rep on this side and then switch. Good, right into it. Trying to keep your chest up, back stays flat. Last one here. And good. Okay. Finishing it out with our base rotations in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Last one before we go into our ESD. Get that hurried up. We'll get a nice little break after this. Good. If your legs are straight, bend them a little bit at your knees. Nice athletic stance. You can engage your obliques a little bit as well. There's 3, 2, 1. Awesome job. Grab a drink. Okay, so just like the past weeks, we are staying on one exercise for 3 rounds for our ESD. It's going to be 20 seconds on, 15 seconds off. Then after all 3 rounds, move on to the next, and then to the final exercise. So we have 3 exercises in this ESD round. Our first one are going to be mountain climbers. So in that plank position, core is engaged, driving those knees up. You can always modify it by taking it a little bit slower or by going up to a couch or chair to make the angle a little bit less. Okay, let's get rolling. 20 seconds. Starting in 3, 2, 1. Good. We're increasing our intensity right here. Ready to work hard on this Friday. Or if you're watching this later, working hard on Saturday or Sunday as well. There's 3, 2, 1. Shake it off. Going through 2 more rounds just like that. Really nice job. Catch your breath. Let's go. In 3, 2, 1. We're on. Let's go. Good. 10 seconds. Speed it up a little bit here. There's 3, 2, 1. Shake it off. 1 final round. Then catching your breath in between these 15-second breaks. In 3, 2, 1. We're on. Let's go. Check in. You're holding that really good form. Keeping it quick. There's 3, 2, 1. Awesome job. Stand up. Shake it off. Quick drink. You're moving into high knees next. So I'll give you 2 options. You're either going to be making it nice high intensity, driving those knees up, get those arms moving, or you can always do it more as a march. Pulling down with your arms, driving that knee up. 2 options there. If you want to start with the normal high knees and then go into that march if you need to, go for it, okay? We're going to be starting in 15 seconds. So make sure you grab your drink. Getting ready to go. 3 rounds here. Let's see that intensity. In 3, 2, 1. We're on. Good. Knees come up towards your hips. Yeah, there's 3, 2, 1. Woo! Catch your breath. 2 more rounds just like that. Nice high intensity today. Okay, get rolling. In 3, 2, 1. We're on. Good. If your knees are dropping a little bit, drive them up. Right to your hips. Okay, good. Relax. Woo. 1 more round. These are the hardest ones today, I think, in my opinion. Okay. Getting ready. 3, 2, 1. 20 seconds. Remember, if you ever need to modify, go for it. Arms come up, pull down. Keep going. There's 3, 2, 1. Woo! Nice job. Grab a quick drink. We are going into a lateral shuffle next. Make sure you catch your breath here. So for a shuffle, make sure there's nothing in the way. I don't think you're going to trip over. Nice athletic stance. We're going to shuffle to the side, shuffle back to the other side. If you want, you can touch on each side, but make sure you keep your chest up and you touch the ground by bending your legs, not by rounding your back. If you can't get all the way down there, still trying to go quick, then don't actually touch, just fake it. Okay, we have 3 rounds. We're going in about 5 seconds. You're ready to go, right? Okay, 3, 2, 1. We're on shuffle. Side to side here. Nice athletic stance. You're not crossing your feet. Keep it quick. Knees stay bent slightly, even as you shuffle across. And good, relax. Woo, 2 more rounds. Let's bring it. Okay, starting in 3, 2, 1. We're on. Good, a little faster this round. Getting used to that motion, speed it up. Yeah, there's 3, 2, 1. Woo! 1 final round right here. Catch your breath. We'll get a nice big break after this one. Okay, starting in 3, 2, 1. We're on. Yeah, 10 seconds, speed it up. There's 3, 2, and 1. Woo! Nice job. Grab a drink, walk it off, get a full minute break right here. Woo! Okay. If you weren't here right at the beginning, you will need a medium to light set of dumbbells, something you can use for an Arnold Press, which is actually our first exercise, and then 1 to 2 heavier dumbbells. So first one is going to be an Arnold Press. Like I said, medium to light set. You're going to start with your elbows, putting it out. You'll do a turn, overhead press, come back down, and turn it in. We are going to be doing the other 2 exercises in this first triple set on the ground. So if you don't like getting up, getting down really fast, you can just stay on your knees for that one. So you can be here, core engage, turn, press, going up and down here, instead of having to stand up all the way and come back down. Second exercise will be a supine tricep extension. So on your back, you'll want either your light set or your one lightweight or one heavyweight, depending on the weights that you have available to you. Your arms are back slightly. You're going to drop the weight towards the top of your head, press away. Make sure your elbows not stacked right on top of your shoulder. You want to be slightly back so you have your triceps engaged the whole time. Then we will get rid of the weight and we'll go into a single leg glute bridge. We're going to start with our right leg lifted. Second time through, we'll do our left leg. Okay, let's get ready. Starting with that Arnold Press, we're just doing 2 rounds here. Starting in 3, 2, 1. We're on. So elbows up, turn, press, and back down. And like I said, you can always be standing up here. Main thing is that your core is engaged. Really nice. Finish this out. There's 3, 2, and 1. Good. Set that weight down. Grabbing the weight that you want to use. 1 or 2 dumbbells. Supine tricep extension. So arms are up. Elbows are back a little bit more from the top of your shoulders. We're going to down and press up. Let's go. Good, really hitting our triceps here. If this is too easy, you'll want to grab that heavier weight next round. Really nice. There's 3, 2, and 1. Perfect, set that weight down. We're gonna have that right leg in the air, left leg flat, pressing your hips up, back down, single leg glute bridge in 3, 2, 1. Good, so really hitting that glute right here. We're staying on this one side for round 1. Pushing up nice and high. Good, should get a little harder as you go on. Keeping that focus. If you ever need to drop that leg down, use 2 legs, that's just fine. There's 3, 2, 1. Perfect. We're going back to our Arnold Press. Okay, round 2, final round through these exercises here. Then we're moving on. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Turn and press. Core is engaged. Making sure you're not leaning back. See if you can add in a couple extra reps this round. Really nice. You have 10 seconds. There's 3, 2, and 1. Woo! Set those weights down, shake it off. We're going into our supine tricep extensions. Grab that heavier weight this time if it was too easy round 1. Starting in 3, 2, 1. We're on. Good. Make sure you're hitting those triceps. The weight should go right to the top of your head, but not hit it, obviously. Nice job. There's not too much movement through your upper arm. Everything's below the elbow. And good. Last one. Perfect. Set that weight down. Left leg's in the air. Last time for a single leg glute bridge. Starting in 3, 2, 1. We're on. Press those hips up. Find that one side is a little harder than the other. That's okay. Just bring a little extra focus to that side. Again, if this gets to be too hard, bring that leg down to the ground. Do 2 legs. There's 3, 2, 1. Perfect. Pull your knees in, give it a little pinch. Roll side to side. Nice job right there. Okay, we will be moving to our next group of exercises. Make sure you grab a drink if you haven't already. We have 3 more strength exercises, 2 rounds, and then we're going back through our ESD. So, we will want our heavier 1 dumbbell or 2 dumbbells at this section. We are doing kneeling glute hip thrusts. So weight is at your chest. You're going to sit back on your heels, press those hips forward just slightly. It's not exaggerated. Okay, so you're coming here. You're not pressing forward like this, just enough that your hips come flat with your body, glutes engaged. Okay? Weight to your chest or on your shoulders. And then we'll be going into some push-ups and RDLs. You know those, so I'll explain them again when we get there. Starting with that 1 heavier weight right here. In 3, 2, 1. Okay, we're at your chest. Sit back on those heels. Engage those glutes at the top. Good. If you find this one hurts your knees, if you have a really hard floor, then just go into a glute bridge with both feet on the ground right here and add in a weight. That'll be the nice modification for this one. Good. Pushing those hips. There's 3, 2, and 1. Good. Set that weight down. We're going into our push-ups. You can be on your knees or on your toes. You decide right here. Starting in 3, 2, 1. We're on. Push-ups. Pushing the ground away from you. Let's go. Finding that core engagement, making sure your hips are not dropping. 10 to go. There's 3, 2, 1. Nice job. Standing up, we're going into our RDL. So using that 1 or 2 heavier weight, slight bend in your knees. You're coming halfway down your shins, standing up. In 3, 2, 1. We're on. Bent over, stand up. Main thing here is your back is staying flat. Weight is in your heels. So you should really feel in your hamstrings. Good. We have 10 to go. Nice and slow on the way down. A little bit quicker on the way up. Here's 3, 2, 1. Perfect. Set that weight down. Shake it off. We're starting in 10 seconds. Final round. through these. Okay, glute hip thrust, weight at your chest. In 3, 2, 1, good. Sit back, press those hips up. Engage your glutes. You find that this one's really easy. You can put 2 weights on your shoulders to add a little more weight. Nice. There's 3, 2, last one, and 1. Good. Set that weight down. We're going into our push-ups. If you can make them a little harder this round, go for it. This is our final round of push-ups. Okay, starting in 3, 2, 1. We're on. Down. Press the ground away. Nice job here, halfway through. One more rep. 3, 2, 1. Nice job there. Standing up, moving into our RDLs. Last exercise in our strength section. Then we get to get our heart rate up again. Going back into our ESD. In 3, 2, 1. We're on. Feel that nice stretch to your hamstrings. Keeping your weight close to your body. Really nice job here. 10 seconds. Finish it out. There's 3, 2, last one, and 1. Perfect. Set your weight down. Congratulate yourself. You finished that part. Grab a drink, walk it off. We're going back into our ESD after we get a nice little break here. One more round. Okay, so it'll be the exact same format we did before. Mountain climbers, 3 times in a row. High knees, 3 times in a row. Lateral shuffle, 3 times in a row. Last bit of movement. And then you get to recover over the weekend. Okay, we're going to be starting with our mountain climbers. So getting down towards the ground. We'll get going in 15 seconds. So make sure your weights are out of the way. Nothing you're going to trip over later on. Let's get ready to go. In 3, 2, 1. Mountain climbers, let's go. Good, again, finding that core engagement, keeping it quick. Heart rate comes back up. 10 seconds here, drive it through. There's 3, 2, 1, and rest. Whew. Nice job there. 2 more rounds. Okay, starting in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Round 2. Keep it quick here. Focusing on that form. Yeah, 15 seconds. There's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo! Harder this round. Let's finish it. Get all that work in today. Last round right here. Starting in 3, 2, and 1. We're on. Keep it quick here. If you need to modify, just slow it down. Still focusing on your form. If you can, keep it quick. There's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo! Catch your breath. Take a little breather right here. Good. We'll be going to high knees next. Again, driving those knees up, or arms come down, knee comes up. Keep it quick. Either one you end up choosing. Okay, we get a nice 30-second breather. And we're starting into these for 3 rounds. Quick drink if you need it. Okay, I want the best intensity here, starting in 15. Last 2 minutes of work today. Let's go. In 3, 2, and 1. We're on. Drive those knees up. High knees. Good. If they're falling down, bring them back up. Good. 10 seconds. There's 3, 2, 1. Awesome job. Catch your breath. Remember that modification is always there for you if you need it. In 3, 2, 1. We're on. Let's go right here. Yeah, 10 seconds. Drive those knees up. Finish it strong. 3, 2, 1. Catch your breath. One more round. Okay. Getting ready. In 3, 2, and 1. We're on. Last round of high knees. Finish it out. Finish strong. Yeah. There's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Awesome. Walk it out. Grab a drink. One more exercise today. Lateral shuffle. Good. Catching your breath here. Do a nice 30-second break. Finish this out. Lateral shuffle side to side. You decide if you're touching the ground. Just either way, keep it nice and quick. Right here, focus on controlling your breath. We're going to start in 15 seconds. Okay, making your way to your spot. We're going to start. Nice athletic stance. We're going to get going in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Good. Make sure nothing's in your way. Safety first. Yeah. Keep it quick right here. Really nice job. There's 3, 2, and 1. Woo. Catch your breath. 2 final rounds. Okay, let's get going. In 3, 2, and 1. We're on. Yeah, team. Keep it quick. Nice. There's 3, 2, and 1. Woo! Catch your breath. Okay, one final round today. Starting in 10 seconds. Catching your breath. In 3, 2, 1. We're on. Good, shuffle touch. Good, keep it quick right here. Last 10 seconds of the day. There's 3, 2, 1. Woo! Nice job. Walk it off. Please don't sit down right here. Grab a drink. Amazing, amazing job today. Give yourself a second to breathe. Just focus on walking around, keeping your chest up, catching your breath. Really, really great. We'll drop our left arm down, right arm over the top, pull back slightly, so you get a nice stretch through your chest, shoulder, through your ribs, and into your hip. And then we'll go to the other side. If you felt like that last section was extra hard, you were right. I didn't switch it from our strength and power round, so we had an extra bonus 10 seconds on each exercise 3 times. So, just a little extra bonus in your day. Good. Good for you. And me. Good. Last one here. Good. We're going to bring our arms up, do 90 degrees. Pull back into a mini back bend. Bring those elbows down and back, stretching out your shoulders. Good. Then reaching up and then back into that mini back bend. So you should feel a little arch through that back. Good. Reaching up, pulling back down. 2 more reps here. Last one. Good. I want to get in one more stretch today. So in a plank position, lifting that right leg up, coming down into a pigeon stretch. Especially working lower pull. Your back might get a little tight. Glutes might get tight. This is a really good one to stretch out. Make sure that your back is not too sore over the weekend. Good, just relax into this pose. Getting a little lower, a deep breath. Good. Pushing back up in that plank, step back, left leg up, and then come underneath. Last stretch of the day right here. Again, try and get a little lower, deep breath. If you're pretty tight after a full week of workouts, make sure you foam roll this weekend or take a yoga class or stretch out in some way, get some walks in. You know, it's going to be raining a little bit, but you can even do that stretching indoors. That'll be good for you. Good. Curl your toes under, press back up into that plank position, knees down to the ground. Again, thank you so much for coming. Next week, there is class on Tuesday and Friday. After that, metabolic conditioning will just be on Fridays, but keep coming back. They'll still be fun. So thank you so much. Have a good weekend.